It's Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025, and I'm Dave Sobel. 4 things to know today. Partners may be ahead of clients in adopting agentic AI, but less than 10% are fully integrated, and small firms are stuck on compliance and budget. ChatGPT is bleeding into culture, even changing how people talk. Nearly half of workers, including executives, are secretly using AI without training, and PwC says AI agents are no longer sidekicks, they're running workflows. Plus, Taco Bell finds AI breaks down in the real world. Stanford warns that entry-level jobs are disappearing. Apple, Google, and Microsoft chart very different AI paths, and a judge calls Google a monopoly, but stops short of breaking it up. This is the business of tech. According to a recent survey by Channel Futures, channel partners are adopting agentic artificial intelligence at a faster rate than their clients. The survey, which included responses from 276 channel partners, found that only 8.3% of partners and 4.7% of clients have fully integrated agentic AI into their operations. While 28.3% of clients are currently evaluating use cases, partners report a higher level of progress, with 22.8% indicating partial use in production environments. The survey also revealed a trend where larger companies are more advanced in their adoption of agentic AI. Among partners with revenues of $100 million or more, 17% reported full integration, while smaller firms are primarily in the consideration or evaluation stages. Security and compliance concerns were identified as the top barriers to adoption, with 47% citing these issues, followed by a lack of internal expertise at 36% and budget constraints at 35%. A recent study from Florida State University reveals that artificial intelligence, specifically ChatGPT, is significantly influencing human speech patterns. Researchers found that as more than half of adults under 30 and nearly half of those aged 30 to 49 have used this service, there is an observable increase in the usage of specific words often associated with the chatbot, such as delve, intricate, and meticulous. The study analyzed a dataset of over 22 million words from conversational podcasts, comparing trends before and after the release of ChatGPT. The results indicated that the adoption of language from the chatbot is not only altering word choices, but could potentially shape the way we express social and moral beliefs. A recent survey by WalkMe reveals a significant AI readiness gap in the workplace, highlighting that many employees, including top executives, are often using artificial intelligence tools without sufficient training or guidance. Nearly 49% of workers admit to hiding their AI usage to avoid judgment, with 53% of C-suite leaders concealing their habits despite being frequent users. The survey indicates that 62.6% of Generation Z have completed work using AI, but often pretend it was entirely their own effort, reflecting a broader trend of anxiety and lack of support regarding AI in the workplace. Only 6.8% of this group reported receiving extensive training on AI tools, the lowest among all age groups, while 89% use AI at work, often without employer approval. A new report from PricewaterhouseCoopers reveals that artificial intelligence agents are fundamentally transforming the nature of work. According to their mid-year AI update, these AI agents are evolving from complementary tools to central components of workflows, enabling teams to delegate tasks across specialized agents in areas such as human resources and finance. The report also highlights that companies integrating ethical governance early in their AI initiatives are experiencing stronger returns on their investments and faster scaling. Why do we care? Here's the state of AI. Partners are ahead of clients in adoption, but barely. Less than 10% are fully integrated. And remember our data from yesterday, which today confirms big firms are moving faster, small firms are stuck on security, compliance, and budget. Meanwhile, people are already changing how they talk because of ChatGPT, using words like delve without realizing it. Workers, nearly half are hiding their AI use, even executives. Gen Z is cranking out work with AI, but pretending it's all their own. And PwC says AI agents aren't sidekicks anymore, they're running workflows. That gap between glossy vendor promises and actual deployment is where providers earn trust. Execution, not experimentation, is the differentiator. There's a service line waiting to be packaged. Designing governed AI workflows can be billable outcome, not just advisory. This is messy. Clients are experimenting, employees are hiding usage, and governance is almost non-existent. That's where IT services come in. Make AI safe, transparent, and useful. Your role is to cut through the hype, stop the shadow use, and design workflows where AI actually delivers outcomes. We like messy, hard problems because that's where the margin lives. Are you and your clients tired of the time-consuming ticket tennis of coordinating meetings and help desk calls? Wouldn't it be better to automate this process with a tool that connects directly to ConnectWise Manage or Autotask? TimeZest offers scheduling automation that gives you complete control of your schedule and eliminates the hassle of calendar ping pong. As the only service designed specifically for MSPs, it integrates into your workflow and makes scheduling appointments easy on you and your clients. Plus, you can try TimeZest for free. Visit timezest.com/MSPradio and use the code MSPradio to get 10% off your first year of TimeZest. AI in the drive-thru line is one of those stories that keeps popping up. Taco Bell is currently reassessing its reliance on artificial intelligence at drive-thru locations. The company's chief digital and technology officer, Dane Matthews, revealed that while Taco Bell has implemented voice AI ordering at over 500 drive-thrus, the results have been mixed, with instances of customers attempting to bypass the system, such as one viral incident where a customer ordered 18,000 water cups to connect with a human server. Matthews emphasized that the company is engaging in active discussions regarding the appropriate use of AI, suggesting that during peak hours, having a human operator might be more effective. He stated, quote, "For our teams, we'll help coach them. At your restaurant at these times, we recommend you use voice AI or recommend that you actually really monitor voice AI and jump in as necessary," end quote. The strategy allows individual franchises to adapt their approach based on customer demand and service efficiency. Those jobs are notable. A recent survey from Stanford University indicates that artificial intelligence is beginning to disrupt early career jobs, particularly in roles that involve tasks easily automated, such as software development and customer service. Researchers found that employment for workers aged 22 to 25 in the most AI-exposed occupations has declined by 13% since the adoption of generative AI, while older workers have seen stable or growing employment in similar fields. The report highlights that while overall employment is increasing, young workers in highly automated jobs have faced a 6% employment decline from late 2022 to July of 2025. The trend suggests that AI is replacing entry-level positions more effectively than it augments roles requiring experience and tacit knowledge. The study also notes that occupations most at risk include customer service representatives and software developers, while those least exposed to AI disruption are typically in in-person roles, such as repair workers and laborers. Why do we care? Taco Bell tried AI in the drive-thru, and surprise, it's not going smoothly. Customers hack the system, like that guy who ordered 18,000 cups of water just to get to a human. The company's already pulling back, saying AI might only work during slow times. Don't oversell automation. Pilot for the messy customer edge cases or risk eroding trust in the rollout. And while that's happening, Stanford research shows AI is killing off entry-level jobs, down 13% for those 22 to 25-year-olds in roles like customer service and even software development. The older workers, they're fine. That labor squeeze means higher costs. Without entry-level feeders, providers will pay more for mid-career talent unless they build training pipelines. This is all a reality check. AI looks great in a pitch deck, but it breaks down when you throw it at the chaos of real customers. And for the workplace, the latter's missing its first rung. That matters for our clients and it matters for our own businesses. Because without entry-level roles, you need a new plan to train talent. Hybrid models and intentional career paths aren't optional, they're survival. So let's hit some model news. Apple has launched a new artificial intelligence chatbot named Asa, ASA, intended exclusively for its retail employees as an automated digital sales assistant. This rollout comes just before the anticipated launch of the iPhone 17, with the goal of enhancing support for the retail team during the busy sales period. Asa is integrated into Apple's internal sales training app, Seed, and is currently in beta testing. Reports indicate that employees may use this tool to better understand how iPhones can serve various industries. Notably, while other tech companies focus on customer-facing AI products, Apple's strategy appears to prioritize internal applications to bolster employee performance. The approach aligns with findings from a recent study by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which noted that successful business AI applications often stem from back-office, employee-centric innovations rather than customer-facing solutions. Google has announced a significant update to its Gemini chatbot, introducing a new AI image model called Gemini 2.5 Flash Image, which allows users to make more precise edits to images through natural language requests. This update aims to enhance user experience and compete with OpenAI's popular image generation tools, which have seen rapid adoption, with OpenAI reporting over 700 million weekly users. The Gemini image model focuses on maintaining the consistency of details in edited images, such as faces and backgrounds, which has been a challenge for competing tools. Nicole Brichtova, a product lead at Google DeepMind, emphasized that this update improves the quality of edits and enables users to visualize projects more effectively. Google's also implementing safeguards to prevent misuse, such as generating non-consensual imagery, and plans to watermark AI-generated images to help users identify their authenticity. Microsoft has officially ended its collaboration with OpenAI's voice models, unveiling its own speech models capable of generating a minute of audio in under a second. The newly developed MAI-Voice-1 by Microsoft utilizes a mixture of experts architecture and is trained on 15,000 NVIDIA H100 GPUs, showcasing the company's ambition to establish independence in artificial intelligence's critical user interface. With the global voice artificial intelligence market projected to reach $7.63 billion this year and an expected $139 billion by 2033, voice AI funding surged eightfold in 2024 to $2.1 billion. OpenAI's latest offering processes audio through a single neural network, eliminating traditional handoffs that can lead to loss of tone and context. Why do we care? Apple rolls out Asa, but not for you. It's only for their store employees, helping them sell iPhones better. Internal AI can be a safer proving ground, helping employees first reduces risk before exposing customers to half-baked automation. Google tweaks Gemini with a new image model, chasing OpenAI while promising better edits and watermarks so it's harder to fake images. Better AI image tools don't just mean new tech, they change how you produce marketing, proposals, and training content. At Microsoft, they cut loose from OpenAI on voice and drop their own model that spits out a minute of speech in under a second. As voice becomes a standard interface, expect clients to ask whether their help desk or customer apps should sound more like people. So what does this all mean for us? Each vendor is sending a message. Apple saying AI for employees first, Google saying trust us with your content, and Microsoft's betting on its own models. For your customers, this means choices. Do they need productivity, content, or voice? Your job isn't to pick the winner, it's to help clients figure out which of these flavors actually drive outcomes, because AI hype only matters when it solves real problems. And remember, and, not or. You can combine two, which is your real superpower. A U.S. district judge has ruled that Google is a monopoly, but has ordered only modest remedies, allowing the company to retain its Chrome browser and Android operating systems. In his 230-page ruling, Judge Amit Mehta stated that while Google must share access to user-side data with qualified competitors, it is not required to disclose specific advertising data. The ruling has drawn criticism from antitrust groups, with Nidhi Hedgie of the American Economics Liberties Project arguing that the remedies do little to change Google's monopolistic behavior. Google welcomed the decision, noting that it reflects the competitive landscape altered by the emergence of artificial intelligence. The case does continue to develop, and Google's stock rose 8% following the announcement, reflecting investor confidence in the company's ongoing business model, which involves paying billions to maintain its status as the default search engine on various platforms. Google will not be required to divest from its Chrome web browser. The judge stated that the plaintiffs have overreached in their request for the forced divestiture of key assets, asserting that Google did not use these assets to impose illegal restraints. Google's continued ability to pay device manufacturers to preload its products while being prohibited from exclusive agreements that maintain its status as the default search engine on mobile devices is a notable outcome, although it is expected to continue in appeals. Why do we care? So Google gets called a monopoly. That's a big ruling, but the judge doesn't actually break them up. Chrome and Android stay put. Google can still pay to be the default search, not just exclusive. Translation? Almost nothing changes. Critics are right, the remedies are light, and Google's stock shot up 8% because Wall Street knows the business model is safe. So why do we care? Because for your customers, Google's still the center of gravity. They'll keep spending on ads, keep living in the Chrome Android world. Don't hold your breath for a big competitive shakeup. Your job is to help clients navigate smarter within Google's ecosystem, not expect regulators to level the playing field for you. Compared to Microsoft's antitrust era, which unlocked whole new ecosystems, this ruling misses a chance to open space for real competition. This is a real disappointment. Microsoft's antitrust losses did break out new competitors, and I was pulling for more of that. This episode is supported by FlexPoint. Looking to ditch Connect Booster or legacy payment tools that slow you down? FlexPoint is the independent billing and payments platform purpose-built for managed service providers. With fast QuickBooks syncing, branded portals, credit card fee pass-through, and automated subscription billing, FlexPoint streamlines invoicing without locking you into contracts. Clients get financing options. You get faster cash flow, less manual work, and full control, without the bloat or uncertainty tied to big acquisitions. Trusted by MSPs as a Connect Booster alternative that listens and delivers, FlexPoint is built to serve, not to scale for someone else's exit. Schedule a demo now at getflexpoint.com/MSP-radio. Thanks for listening. Today is Global Talent Acquisition Day, as well as National Welsh Rarebit Day. But let's focus on that talent acquisition part. I'm previewing some upcoming additions to the show lineup on my Patreon at patreon.com/MSP-radio. New content is coming, including the monthly Insider coming out tomorrow. Sign up now to get very early access. The Business of Tech is written and produced by me, Dave Sobel, under ethics guidelines posted at businessof.tech. If you've enjoyed the show, make sure you've subscribed or followed on your favorite platform. It's free and helps directly. Give us a review, too. If you want to support the show, visit patreon.com/MSP-radio, and you'll get access to content early. Or buy our Why Do We Care merch at businessof.tech. Have a question you want answered? We take listener questions, send them in, ideally as a voice memo or video to question@mspradio.com. I answer listener questions live on our Wednesday live show on YouTube and LinkedIn. If you've got a comment or a thought on a story, put it in the comments if you're on YouTube, or reach out on LinkedIn if you're listening to the podcast. And if you want to advertise on the show, visit mspradio.com/engage. Once again, thanks for listening, and I will talk to you again on our next episode.
Part of the MSP Radio Network.